Coronations are a defining chapter in every monarchy's reign, and tonight on this coronation day, let me take this time to welcome you to St. Mary's Stadium in Kitende, the fortress of the Vipers, for the final day of the StarTimes Uganda Premier League season. Well, the curtains come down on an intriguing campaign, a season that began with a new format and eventually returned to a familiar battle and familiar power. But through all the twists and the turns, one place has remained constant: these grounds here. A stadium that has actually sent shivers down the spines of opponents all season long. Just listen to the buzz around Kitende tonight. Listen to the sounds coming in from here today. The Express have made a guard of honor for the incoming champions. That is none other than the Vipers. They say every champion has fire inside them, but the greatest champions know exactly when to ignite that fire. And Vipers have surely this season ignited fire that has actually propelled them into success and their 8th title of the StarTimes Uganda Premier League. Well, they have actually found that spark, the Vipers. They have played with hunger, intensity. They have played with the heart of a champion. That is that burning desire that has carried them this far. Tonight, before their faithful supporters, they stand just moments away from crowning a remarkable season. The most surprising thing is that the Express have donned on black tonight. This here is the rivalry of the Reds, and we all know that Express Football Club don on red. Tonight, they choose to put on black, and for the Vipers, that red color is the one that actually makes them who they are. This is Vipers versus Express at the St. Mary's Stadium in Kitende. This is the coronation day. This is the day where a king is made the ruler. Milton Kadisa, Usama Arafat now, lays it deep over the bar. Yunus Sentamu. Oh, the idea was very good to try and kick that ball in, but unfortunately, it just goes over the bar. And Wambuga and Glory Issa, all discussing matters of importance there. Was a very good pass, and look at that run. Easily glided in, and a little bit of a tap on the ball, a little bit of a chipping. And the boy from Katwe just sends it over the bar for a goal kick. Oh, here they come. Flip back again. Kadisa lays it deep. The boy misses. Boy from Katwe. Yunus Sentamu missing this. Oh, that's the second time that Yunus Sentamu has missed a glorious opportunity. You can't believe. Good play. Kalisa laid it on the table. Super lay. How did he miss? How did he miss from such an angle? From those, they've managed to win 8. They've drawn 1. They've lost only 1. Here they come with Samarafat. Crosses. Yunus hits the post. Misses again. Surely he is Mr. Miss It. How many times will Yunus Sentamu get a ball on the plates? And you can see Kadisa telling him, why don't you hit it like this? Here we go, close range, and there, hits the post and goes out. Kadisa saying, I wish you had left it to me. Kadisa was well poised to direct that ball home. Long drive, ball down, missed again! Yunus Sentamu. Express trying to break, and Dennis Chigundu receiving. And Osama Rafat failed to skip that ball on play. But again, Yunus Sentamu. How many times will you be given the chance of scoring? Hafizi Kasim just denies Yunus Sentamu another option for a goal. And that's why against Gitara here. Watambala sinks it in! And Vipers take the lead! Abdul Karim Watambala scoring goal number 12 of the season. Last scored on the final day in 2024, Abdul Karim Watambala, and scores again tonight. For the past 45 minutes, we are dull. Now the second half has opened up the goals. And the students of St. Mary's Kitende will be very happy. Stuck in really well by Abdul Karim Watambala. This by far has been the best ever season for Watambala in a Vipers jersey. 12 goals for him. He is chasing the boots. And let's wait and see if we can continue. Oh, here we go. The Venoms have just arrived. Champions 8 times. How about that? Oh, they are here. They have just arrived. Marisa. Gusto Mulongo! He does what Yunus Sensible failed to do. And he will give us that Mulongo dance. How they love that. And the chairman, Gusto Mulongo, scoring his other goal. And the father of Marvin Youngman over there putting his fingers in the air with 2. And Gusto Mulongo this time just celebrates with the pocketing. They normally celebrate with a chair, but Gusto Mulongo here. And the sponsors of the league have also attended. Gusto Mulongo scoring number 2 for the Venoms. He is a player that never misses from such a distance. Look at that run from Gusto. And then release the trigger. Goalkeeper Kasim Afizi could not stop that there from Gusto Mulongo. Wonderful goal. Good pass. Good finish. And then caps it up with a Gusto traditional dance. Oh, here we go, finally. Jose Dan Serukuma will be coming in shortly. That everyone has been waiting for. Milton Kadisa hands over the captaincy to Jose Dan Serukuma. I don't know if the shot number 40 silhouettes with the edge, but no, that's not it. But Jose Dan Serukuma, one more dance in the StarTimes Uganda Premier League. They normally say class will always be permanent, but form will be a little bit off. Why? The referee brings the game to an end. The Venoms can proudly celebrate their 8th title of the season. Gusto Mulongo coming in to score an important second goal, replacing Yunus Sentamu, who actually failed to score. That man on your screen, Minutes, has now scored, but he has managed to win twice in Africa. He won in Liberia last year, and he has won in Uganda this year. Minutes. For that man on your screen, he keeps his 7th clean sheet today, and that's none Alan Chigundu. 12 goals Watambala has scored. They are not enough to close down on the top scorer, Ivan Ahimbi Sibwe, who finishes with 14 goals this season. But what a season he has had, Abdul Karim Watambala. For Express Football Club, they came to express their game tonight, and indeed they have expressed really well. Marvin Nyanzi together with Elvis Sekajugo have been a little bit different this season round. But for Tadeo Luanga, it will be another celebration, another title for him to celebrate in the StarTimes Uganda Premier League. Molondo Livingstone also coming in to receive. It's been a wonderful night, a good season for the Vipers. To see Musei Dan Serukuma coming back on the final day. They say that champions are not only born, champions are made. It takes a lot to make a champion. It's what it means to be a champion. Support will always propel you to work very hard to be a champion. For a side that began its game in a very poor way, refusing to be involved in the new formats, and later on the old format was brought back and they played. That is the only loss they've actually succumb to the Vipers. Only one loss to Kitara for failing to turn up to play in Nambole. Celebration from the young and the old. That is how magical football can be. You need to bring them early to enjoy the game early. And that age is right the age to make a star. How about that for football? Wonderful. The numbers of 6 are not the right ones, but it doesn't matter for him. Joy is in his mind, and closer to him maybe is his joy for Kitende. Sorrow for that player there. He plays for NEC, and he has been out because of an injury. Jacob Okau, is he the one? Yeah, he's been out because of an injury. Molindwa, she said it is all possible for the KCCA fans, and that smile is worth $1 million, and that smile is what trophies really bring to you. What a night, and what a game we have seen tonight. There will always be a joyful mood here at the St. Mary's Stadium in Kitende, a mood that is brought via trophies and success. This is what other teams should be emulating in the StarTimes Uganda Premier League. This year belongs to the Venoms. Next year belongs to who? That is the question that doesn't have an answer for now. We have seen a chess coming in from Kitara, a chess coming in from KCC, a chess coming in from Sports Club Villa. But the Vipers stood their ground and went on to win it free and square this year round. It doesn't matter which jersey you're putting on today. It has to follow protocol. It has to be handed over, then later on handed over to the captain. You can see that Kalisa is in a very hurry mood. It's as though he doesn't want to let go. He doesn't want to let go. He's supposed to actually receive it, Kalisa. He now does receive it from close range and walks like a boss right in front of the sponsors, right in front of the board. This is the moment that many have been waiting for. The coronation will be made officially here, and the Vipers will be jubilating their 8th title of the StarTimes Uganda Premier League. There can only be one champion, and that champion is one who utilizes all avenue that comes his way. Break it. This is the moment. Kalisa takes his time. It's heavy, and he hoists the Margarita. The highest point of Ugandan football definitely belongs to the Vipers. Joy and ecstasy is what befits the St. Mary's Stadium tonight. Molindwa will definitely hug the players, and it looks like Kalisa is reminding him of the 300 million he promised, and that is what